Be hating and talking and talking and hating, I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm painting, I boost up my rating, you know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations, they can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with Elliott. 5 yards on the game's first play. Darnold down to throw. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Darnold on first down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. The Panthers come into this one still undefeated this deep in the year despite the one tie. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now this defense for the Lions, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of the game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. A play fake for Swift, now Goff. Wright's got it. And some room to run now. Finding space at the 40. Big strides. Look at him go. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off the play action, Darnold. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Darnold. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. In motion goes the tight end. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again is Darnold. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. To throw is Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are coming off the game last week, which was a very interesting game in Charles. Ultimately, it ended in a tie.
And that's difficult on teams because, let's face it, Brandon, they just don't know how to react. I mean, who does?
He's got a man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, gone. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Once again, it's Swift. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of first by a few yards. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Darnold. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Fielded at the 20. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, lift!
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Touchdown, Carolina! Tommy Tremble, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Hey, 76! 76!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Goes with the out route and completes it to Swift. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Hey, kill!
Goff on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. He'll take it at the 42. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Off play action. Here's Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 2nd down, Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On first down, it's gone. Quick completion here to Johnson, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 4.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On third down, here comes Swift. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Goff now looking to throw. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Officially, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
We're back.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Tremble. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Sharks got it left side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Play action. It's gone. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it up. And the Panthers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. It'll go as a gain of 4. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Darnold on 3rd down. They'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Inside give to Elliott. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Micah Parsons from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points.
Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Super 1.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 40-yard line. The Lions Lions on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now it's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Goff now to throw. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 36 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Toss left to Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Darnold. And, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. We'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Now Goff. And he can't get a throw away. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 11. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Darnold. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. He's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you get that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Carolina, they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Bigger, better, petty, don't matter.